Welcome to Soul Tie Saturdays. My name is Carla Townsend, your author and your host, along with my co-host, Yvette Thomas.
Welcome.
Yes, we have a wonderful and awesome show for you today. Ladies, this is something that you would want to see. So what I want you to do right now is to like and also share. As you see, we have some guests with us, and we're going to do a topic of discussion, a table talk discussion on mentality, what women need to know about men. So, again, you need to like and share this.
Ladies.
It is all about you. Not that men don't need to know anything about women. But this is another day. We are going to talk about what you need to know about men. Not just any man. No blowjob. Good men. And we have here on our panel, we thank you so much for coming and joining us today. We have with us Gary Wilson.
How you doing?
And we also have Dominique Howard.
Hey.
And we would like, before we begin, because this is going to be good, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, no holds barred women. They coming with it all. We even got some questions from some women. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you got your notepad. You might not need that. But anyway, we want our guests to introduce themselves and tell a little bit about yourself and what you do. Mr. Wilson, why don't you start?
Good evening. My name is Gary Wilson. I'm the founder of United Standing Prostate Cancer Foundation. We do health seminars for men all across the state. I'm also in the ministry, and I'm a parent of 3 children, 2 grandkids. And I'm just glad to be here, part of this show this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. All right. We might have to do another segment with you and the council. Okay. And Dominique Howard, please, sir.
Share.
Wow, okay. Hello, my name is Dominique. I am a legal executive assistant for an international law firm. I'm also now one of the first black members in the National Association for Legal Professionals.
Oh, wow.
On the educational committee, where we teach legal professionals how to continue their legal education and how to get certified in certain areas. We work closely with the American Bar Association. I also have 5 kids. Pretty boring, so yeah.
Okay, that's boring. Okay. Women and men, the ones that are watching, please don't turn it off because you might want to listen on this too. But women, we actually have these 2 gentlemen here with us today. As you know, we are Soul Tie Saturdays. And a lot of times we get in relationships, especially women, and we're looking for the right man or the right mate. Notice I said we're looking for the right mate. And sometimes it just does not turn out the way we thought. And women, a lot of times we give our whole heart and we end up with a lot of guilt, shame, and, bearing the trauma of the soul tie. Am I right, Yvette?
Absolutely. And sometimes we go in with expectations too that maybe sometimes are unrealistic. And I believe that's why we're having this conversation today, so we can change some of that.
Right.
Yeah.
We definitely want to allow you to see what good men expect and what you need to know. First of all, it's okay for us to look, because I sure do look. I looks, okay? I want you to know I looks. But
we all look.
I'm
there, but
true.
I'm the woman that I am waiting for him to come get me. I'm that kind of woman right now. Right now. I used to didn't be that type of woman. But I am waiting for him to come get me. Because the Bible does say, blessed is the man that findeth a what?
Good
Wife.
good thing.
because he's going to find a good thing, and he's obtaining favor
Yes.
from the Lord.
From the Lord.
So I'm his good thing. Come find me. Yes. Good thing.
Good thing walking right here.
All the time. Yes.
You gotta be interviewed first.
Oh my God. Yeah, you will be interviewed. I just want you to know. But anyway, to get the show started, we have these two gentlemen with us today. And as you see, they are from different eras. And when I'm saying eras, we have a millennial. And we're going to get a millennial perspective, and we're going to get, I hate our era, it's Generation X.
Yeah, that's the party era, right? That's
What?
Let's see, the party era.
Gary said old school.
You can say that too. That's the party era. That's when, all the stuff started happening. I mean, history really started with, like, Gen X.
Huh? What?
I'm just saying.
I know.
Old school.
We're recovering. We're trying to heal from
He said he's recovering. What?
Yeah, we're trying to
No,
recover.
that's not true. That's not true. I will not cop to that one. No, ma'am.
I would like to say that we are like fine wine.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
That
We
part.
get better with time. You better know it. You're getting.
Come on now.
You're getting
We
the
watched
good
the Super Bowl
stuff.
last week.
Huh.
First halftime.
Yes.
I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. I mean, besides,
Just
50
get better.
hanging from the side.
Yeah, what was up with
I
that?
don't know. I thought that was weird, but
So women, this is what we're going to do today. Me and Yvette, we're going to moderate. And we have some questions here. They don't know what is going to be asked.
They don't know.
They don't
No
know.
idea.
And they're going to do it the best to their best of their ability, to be honest. And don't be I-am-ing me later. I do believe both men are taken. Am I correct?
yeah.
Spoken for.
Do not be I-am-ing me. This is not that type of show.
This is not a matchmaking
No, it's not.
adventure at all.
If you want that, you
Hold
need
on,
to
hold on.
contact Steve Harvey.
I like to take long
And also
walks.
give me that contact as well.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I do like to take long walks on the beach. I mean, if there's a sugar mama out there, I can do something. If there's a job opening, I'm just saying for job purposes,
Oh,
money
my
making.
goodness.
It's all about income. All about income. No, I'm just playing. Look,
Oh my God.
She got to be interviewed.
Yeah, she got me. No,
She has to be in.
Don't let me get killed. I love it.
I really hope that his woman's not looking.
I love my life. I'm just playing. That was all jokes. All jokes. Nothing serious.
Watch it now.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Women, before we do this now, again, like and share, because y'all want to see this. I'm ready to hear what's about to be said. So we're going to start. I'm gonna let Gary pull from the first question. He's just gonna get a question. He's gonna read it, and they're going to.
What is a turnoff for men that they see in women? Okay, for me, a turnoff with women is sometimes that it's the way they look at you like they are way better than the man is, and actually hearing a conversation. My thing is when somebody begins to speak and open their mouth, that's going to tell the whole story of what you really wants to know.
That's good.
All right. Okay. Don't act like you all that. Don't do it, he said.
Don't do it.
Okay, Dominique. What's your play on it?
What's a turnoff? I can't speak for men. For myself, what is a turnoff for men that women do?
What turns you off?
What turns me off is, I think it's just this. I would have to agree with what he said. It's this. But to me, it's a contradiction. For me, it's a contradiction because I like, hey, you feel like you got it, you got it. I mean, but at the same token, being too prideful, and then not being able to acknowledge somebody else in the room. It's like it's an ugly thing, So it's really just your personality, how you act. When you come about like you're like the center of attention, it's a turn off.
Okay, then. So I'm gonna throw in a quick. Can I throw in a quick question? Okay, since we're talking about a turnoff, so if women are acting like they got it going on and as your words, they're better than you. I want to throw to y'all. Are you intimidated by a woman that's confident? Maybe she, again, got it going on. Are you intimidated by women that make a little money?
No, not at all. It's not intimidation. It boils down to respect. That's how you present yourself.
Exactly.
Being a breadwinner, who's ever the breadwinner, somebody's got to be the breadwinner in a relationship.
Okay.
And if it's the woman, fine. The man has to lay his ego down and accept that she makes more money than I do. We still can make this work. I still can be the man of the house, even though she makes more money, but because she has more, that's not a turn off. It doesn't scare people away. It's the attitude that comes with that.
Gotcha.
Those accolades.
All right. Okay.
I mean, he said it.
Okay.
I mean, I agree. It's all about the attitude, perception. My woman makes more than me, so I off the gate know that. But I don't think real men. I'll say this: real men do not care about the money because money comes and money goes. So my thing is, I've seen people have a ton of money and nothing in their bank account to show that they make a ton of money because they spend. So my thing is, you can say, "Oh, I'm this person," but are you disciplined to be that person and keep up with it? So to me, that's what I'm looking at. So it's not more so, "Oh, I don't care how much you make. I can make less and still be richer than you just because of who I am, and my character."
That's good.
So,
right there.
it's like, I think when people say that, I think it comes on a role of, it's something I hate. I tell my woman this all the time. I say, look, women say this more than men do. I'm independent. So much so they make fun. I'm Miss Independent. And I always ask a question, what is independency? Because I still don't know what it is to this day. Can anybody tell me what that is?
And granted, men like women that have their own.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nothing like a woman that has her own.
Right.
Okay. But don't, because you have your own, and I may not have everything that you have, that you look at me different. Because everybody has something to bring to the table.
Exactly.
In order to make this meal delicious.
Ooh. Oh.
Right?
Make the meal delicious. Then
I'm sipping tea.
that is so good because going back to what you're both saying is it's about attitude. It's about our attitude as women because that word independent, as a woman growing up, I was taught to be independent. But as I got older, I understand that really there's independence, but to be, you talk about being independent, being free, but we are all interdependent. Exactly. And, if you're going to live in this world, you're going to be in a relationship. If you're going to be in a relationship with the Lord, you got to be dependent upon Him, right?
Right.
So there's so much emphasis put on independent. I think that sometimes on independence that we sometimes as women we can come into a relationship and really have that and push men away because of we have that sense of I don't need you.
Yeah.
I got this.
And one other thing I want to throw this in to you all, to the church women.
Church women, hear this.
To the church women, when you meet a man, he know if you're saved by the way you carry yourself.
Oh my.
You
Oh
know.
my. Carry.
You don't need to hear God out of your mouth every 2 words. Jesus this, God that. You know. You don't need to hear that because that's a hypocrite to me, because you're just calling on God for no reason, and you're trying to show that you're all tied up in the Word. We're all human, and we have faults. So when you meet a man and you're in the church and you saved, don't come off as you're the safest thing since Jesus. You know, and I'm going to say this, and people may have some comments to say. You know, but I'm talking to the church women that's looking for your Boaz. With that attitude, Boaz don't want your ass.
Oh!
And that's real talk. I talk to a lot of brothers in the church, a lot of brothers in the street that won't even go to church anymore because of women. You can't even look at you. Real talk.
Keep it real.
Real talk, you know. Real talk, you know. And don't let a man say you fine. Oh my God. You look at him like you're crazy. You want to curse him out. But you're looking good. You come out of the house fine as wine. A man is going to say something. He's going to look. If you're attracted to that man, he's going to let you know. That's what we do.
I might need to get me some more tea. Because they laying it down today.
And you want to know something, though, even with that, like, so even with what y'all are saying and what he's saying, so with the independence and being interdependent, even being single before you even step into a relationship. I actually had a friend, I'm not going to call no names, I had a friend where we actually had this discussion, and I told him, I said, look, so you telling me you'd rather be single, and that's, if you want to, be single, but don't jeopardize or don't insult people that are actually seeking relationships. Because at the same token, you're in a relationship with someone or something, and you're interdependent on someone or something, you know, because even though you're like, hey, I'm not going to have a man come in here and mess up my life or mess up what I got going on, great. You need to protect your energy, protect your peace, even your finances. But at the end of the day, who do you depend on to pay you? That business is owned by, I would say 80%, and don't quote me on the percentages, I'm just saying majority of U.S. and foreign jobs are male-driven. So if you're not dependent on somebody in a relationship, you're still dependent on a man to pay you what he thinks you're worth versus a man that can value your worth.
Ooh.
So.
And one other thing I like to bring up, we can move on if you like. Women. We understand you have grandchildren, but a man is not there to help you raise your grandchildren. You know, you're trying to do things that you didn't do with your kids. We understand that. We hear you. But a man don't want to come into a relationship where he's got to take care of somebody's grandchildren.
No babysitters.
Yeah, you know, I love kids, don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to go into a relationship with a woman and she has her grandkids 7 days out of the week while her kids are still enjoying life.
Ooh.
You know, so that's another turn off for men, you know. Ooh. Not that we don't like kids, we love kids. I love kids, you know, but you trying to raise your grandkids for some stuff that you think you didn't do right with your own child, you know. You can't hold a man hostage with that.
Ooh, that's so good. That's an old school advice for us. Because what he's saying can be, you can see it where we as the new grandparents, we trying to
live life
through our children, our grandchildren, trying to make up for past mistakes, right. And so we trying to overcompensate, and then we want to bring someone else into that into that mix. I can see where that could be difficult.
I'm not that grandparent, just so y'all know. I love my grandkids. I love my children.
We're not talking about nobody. We're just talking about what we're talking about.
Yeah, we just talking. Because I'm living life to the fullest. Thank you, Lord. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
I'm not saying that.
All right.
Okay, we moving on. We're going to give you the next. Don't be trying to. What you trying to see? And just pick out one. You trying to see what's written.
All right, I'm going to try this middle one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
How can women know that they are being played? What will you say are the red flags? Oh man, this is actually a question. This is a question?
That's a question.
That's a question.
This came from a woman?
Inquiring
Actually,
minds want to know.
that came from one of our single viewers. Yes.
Single viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are red flags for a woman knowing that they're being played? If you have to ask that question, then that's a red flag within itself.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, that's just honest. If you are in doubt about a relationship, or if you are in doubt and you have yet to go to that person, that's a red flag.
Wow.
You can't trust what that person's saying
Wow.
because they're showing signs already. That's a red flag.
Red flag.
You know, there's this woman. A woman made this PhD in psychology. She's so psychology. Her name I actually wrote down. It's crazy. Gwendolyn Seaman. Y'all need to look her up. Said men fall into 5 categories: committed, emotional caretaker / controller, not ready for a relationship but wants sex, needy, and phobic. So you got the committed man. Whether he's the monogamy or a polyamorous, because that's happening now.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole.
That's a whole other soul tie.
But he's committed. He knows how to respect. He admires. He doesn't really care too much about if the woman takes a lead role, because he's so secure within himself and he knows what he brings. You know, that's the man that you should want, because he's going to support you. He's going to support your dreams. He's going to support what you need. Then you have the emotional caretaker. He has the same similarities. The only difference is he's controlling. He doesn't really want you to do certain things because it lowers his masculinity. Makes him a little too prideful. So it's almost like he wants to be appreciated and wants you to take the lesser route. Then you have the third one, not ready for a relationship, but for sex. That man tells you off gate, hey, look, I don't want to be in a relationship, but he do things as if he's in a relationship to get what he wants, the benefit. If you're in that type of situation, then you know that's not your type of man. But hey, if you just want to have fun, like a lot of women, hey, I ain't out here to get in a relationship, I just want to have fun, then most times you're going to attract that same thing that you're actually doing. You want fun, well, that's fun for me. I don't want no strings attached. I just want to have fun. I don't want to hit it. I want to quit it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. We can go out. We can do this. We can do that. At the end of the day, I'm going home. You go your way. No strings attached.
And that is how soul ties develop. And you want to know why you have so many emotions going on and triggers, certain triggers, because you have been hitting it and quitting it, playing and being involved with any and every Joe Blow. So you got their spirits, your spirits, whoever he been with spirits, and whoever you been with spirits, all of them in one bubble. And got emotional mess going on, and then people want to know what's wrong with you.
And again, I agree with Dominique. You know, the red flags, you know, if they're in it, you know, you see them. You know, I had a young lady ask me the other day, I do lift sometimes, and the lady sit down in the back seat and she's like, can I get a man opinion? And I was like, sure. And she says, what do you think if somebody says they want her but they need you? And I'm like, you really asking that? She's like, yeah, like he says that he want her but he needs me. You know. And then she went on to talk and she was saying that he told her that because of the sexual favor that she does to him, it's so good that that's what he wanted from her. That's the bottom line. And so red flags are not even flags anymore. It's just pictures on the wall. You know,
like he just openly said you a side piece.
And even you know, even men have issues, and women, everybody have issues. You know, but once you see this stuff, it don't take a rocket scientist.
It really
You
does.
know, it don't take a rocket scientist.
I think the problem is that both men and women, I don't think this was ever taught. They tell you, you know, you grow up, they say, treat a woman nice, treat a man nice, you grow up. Get in a relationship or get your education, go to college. If you don't go to college, take up a trade and then, you know, have a family. This is what they tell you. But what they don't tell you is to how to identify markers within yourself first, to know who you are before you take on the identity of a corporate thing to become one body. And then to be able to understand, hey, is this me? Can I identify myself in this person? If you're taking it if you're taking it from a Christian perspective, you know, they say, hey, who abides in you? Christ abides. You are no longer yourself. Christ abides in you.
That's right.
So the thing is, when Jesus returned, he should be able to see himself when
Come
he
on,
sees
sir.
Yeah.
So how is it that we, taking it now from a natural approach, cannot see ourselves in other people if we're one person? You know what I'm saying? We're one body.
That's
So let's be one.
Yeah.
No.
Right. So
Jesus.
So when we're engaging in seeking a relationship with somebody, we should be able to see some characteristics,
some traits
that we both should mirror, because if we are in Christ, then we're both supposed to be, you know, striving to be more like him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we should be trying to see some of those same characteristics in the person that we're trying to boo up with, right?
They don't have
And what
to
we
be-
shouldn't do, we shouldn't be looking for reasons to find bad things in people. You know, we should be searching for all the good, because everybody has a little issue.
Exactly. Right.
You know, whether they saved, Christian, preacher, deacon, drug dealer, whatever. Everybody has issues.
Come on.
You know, so women were not perfect. Again, quit looking for your Boaz. You know, because they ain't out there no more. You know, there's a few good men. Trust me, few of us out there. You know, but what you ladies are looking for in this 2022 going forward, you know, you want a tailor-made man, and that's not happening. You're gonna meet a man that has issues. You're gonna meet a man that, you know, some stuff that hurt him in his childhood age that he hadn't got rid of. You know, does that mean he's a bad man? No. It just means that he has some issues, and if you compatible, then you get with that person and you say, hey, we can work in those areas. You know, because if you're not willing to work out a situation, a relationship's not going to work anyhow.
That is so true.
Wow. Okay. Don't be trying to tailor make nobody. This ain't a suit. Okay. Let's go on and move on. This is getting heavy and hot. I'm not sweating yet.
All right. Name 3 things you like to have in common with your partner. Okay, well, for me, being saved, I say, you know, you got to have the Lord as a common denominator. She has to be outgoing, energetic, you know, that enjoy being around people, you know, because I'm a people person. They tell me I've never met a stranger. And I believe it's true, you know, so, you know, the woman I date, she has to be not outspoken, but friendly nature, you know, because, you know, I know 1,000 people or more, and, you know, there's always somebody doing something or going somewhere. So, you know, you just have to find things that you like. Sports. You know, everybody asks you when you first meet what you like to do. Dominique said he liked to take walks. Okay? But again, how many walks have you been in this relationship? 2, 3, 20? You know, I like movies. I like sports. You know, when you meet women, what you like to do? You know, I like sports. I don't like sports. What? Come to my house 9 times, 10 times, television's gonna be on ESPN. I got TV in every room, and it's on, and it's sports on. You know, so things like that. You just have to find things in common. You know, because he likes football, that doesn't mean he's a bad guy. You know, I met a lady. She said she didn't want a television in the house because she didn't want the devil in the house. Well, my Lord, you won't never get a man.
Never.
You will never get a man. You know, because when we wind down, we want to have a television to pop in. All men not into sports, but there's something on that television that he's going to unwind to. You know.
What are your 3 things?
You want the question again?
Oh man.
3 things you like to have in common with your partner.
Babe, you watching this? Nah, let me stop. 3 things. You got to have humor, because the thing is, I like a woman that can laugh. Honestly, it's like if you can't laugh, then we not gonna be together. Because
Yeah,
if you so serious, then there's
Yeah.
something wrong with you. Like
Yeah.
it's something that's like maybe I don't know, something wrong with you. You can't laugh. 'Cause I'm gonna laugh at stuff. I got a dark humor. I laugh. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna laugh. If a lady fall down the hill, I'm laughing. I'm telling you that right now. Like we gonna laugh together. Like we do that stuff, but we laughing together. That's commitment right there. You know? Second thing that I like, you got to have ambition. You have to have your dreams because you're an individual. I always say if I'm with anybody, I'm not gonna stop you from your dreams. I should be able to support you in the dreams that you have, and so you got to be ambition at going at your, accomplishing your purpose. You all have individual purposes to get to that one destined place. So
That's good.
you need to have that. Lastly, that you have to have in any situation for any man, women, please do this. Understanding. I don't care what it is. Have understanding. If you cannot understand that man, I'm telling you, your relationship will end way before it begins.
And I think one thing that messes up a relationship, you got to be able to agree to disagree.
Yep.
Because you're not going to agree 100% on everything. Everyone has their own opinion about things. That doesn't mean you're right or wrong. You just have to find common ground that people like. Okay, well, let me look at it from your side. Let me look at it from your side, and we come to a common ground. But you got to be able to have empathy and sympathy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep, definitely.
That is real good. Okay. All right. We're gonna go for one more possibly question. There's a lot. Pick the right one.
Good.
I don't know. I'm gonna get this one. Wow. Okay. Wow, this is a big one. Okay, in reference to dating, why do men date multiple women? Is it just to date and nothing serious, or are they looking for the right one? Again, is this a question? Do I have to answer this?
Yes.
I can't pick from the pot again?
No, you answered that one. We want to know.
I don't understand why this would be a question. In reference to, I'm going to say this again so it can make it make sense. In reference to dating. Men, in reference to dating, why do you guys, I'm not from this earth, so I have to ask this for y'all. Why do men date multiple women? Is it just to date and nothing serious, or are they looking for the right one? I don't understand this question.
Meaning.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense because women do the same thing. It's a very biased
This
thing.
is just not about what women do.
You're right. So why do men date? The answer is in your question here. Men date. First of all, you should always have a purpose in dating. Let me say that. Okay. All jokes aside, you need to have a purpose in dating. If you're dating, if you don't have a purpose in dating, then what are you dating for? Let that person go. Because you're going to be messing up somebody else's blessing. The whole purpose of dating is supposed to be a tool to find the right person. It's to figure out, one, what do you like? What did that person like? What personalities do you have? I'm pretty sure if you go to an interview, what they say, the first 3 seconds, the employer can know who you are just by the way you walk in. No difference. The first 3 seconds you walk into a restaurant and you meeting that person, or the first 10 seconds in that hello, that handshake, that first look, the woman looking up and down, and the man looking like this, probably checking your teeth, whatever, your feet, whatever. All that takes into account if that man is going to say, I'm going to pursue this person, or if I'm just like, all right, you're not the one. So maybe if it's nothing serious, then I'm going out with friends. That's nothing serious. But if I'm dating you, obviously you qualified, you met the requirements for the interview, And it's the same for a woman. Like dating is nothing but an interview, because the moment you say like, oh, well, can I do this again? No different than an interview. Let's go on another date. Why? There's interest there. Something left an impact on you. You say, I want to pursue you a little further to get to know you a little bit more. So let me do that. And then it goes into now, multiple dates turn into now the relationship. The first engagement of popping the question.
So I got a question on this one. So is there a difference? I'm just for my viewing audience now.
For your viewing audience.
Okay. So you're basically saying dating is the interview.
Oh yeah, of course.
to a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So they are two separate things. Two separate things. Because a lot of times, I think women, they use this statement, well, I'm dating such and such, then you're still interviewing.
Yeah.
If you are still dating the same person to me after 6 months or a year, oh Lord, then you went the wrong. You should know something by now. Am I right, man?
Yeah, and in this day and time that we have so many independent women, you know, that some of them, they're not looking for a marriage. They're not looking for a relationship. You know, it's like when they have time, you know, they like to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and go back to their business, to their cave, you know, to what they were doing. But you have women that, you know, like me, and they date several people, you know, trying to see if they can find the right one. But then, you know, again, you have women that are so independent that they don't want a relationship, you know. So if this man knows that you only want to see him when he's going to take you to dinner, you know, and take you out to a movie, then he's going to find somebody else that like. And this is 2022. People have been having sex without marriage, you know, for years. So if he finds somebody else who's going to give him what he wants, you know, he's going to go over there and get what he wants. He's still going to come take you to the movie. He's still going to take you to Chick-fil-A, you know, because this is all you want, you know.
Hey, that's
I happen to like Chick-fil-A. I happen to like Chick-fil-A.
You gotta respect God's favorite chicken, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you could take you to a McDonald's and get you a Happy Meal, you know what I'm saying? Go on to the look, hey, sweetheart, 99 cents, you know what I'm saying? We ain't made it yet to that you know, that burger yet, you know.
But
chicken.
I think that was a good distinction that you made between dating and a relationship. And there's difference, and I think sometimes we get it confused. You know, just because we've been on a couple of dates does not mean that we are in a relationship. Exactly. It hasn't been defined yet. Right. And I think sometimes as a woman we can be too quick to try to define something before it's time to be defined, and I think that's how sometimes we get our feelings hurt. Because we're trying to define something and it hasn't been defined yet, and especially when, you know, from a male perspective, you know, it might just be he's in the interview stage, he's interviewing, and but we don't take on that mindset though. We're not. We typically we're not taking on that mindset.
Because typically women, I can call me misogynist or whatever. But I'm not that. But you know, I just say what I see. You know, I can't speak on behalf of men, but I will say women are hustlers. I will say that, and the only reason why is because sometimes their MO is just to get. Like, oh, I'm gonna give me a free meal. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna let that man spend on me, because a lot of times women know what they got. Here's a true statement that women will say, and it's true. I will stand by this. I stand by this message. Women do rule the world. It's not a man that rules the world.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm here for it.
Because they know the power that they possess. Yes. I'm not even talking about. I'm not talking about what they can do sexually, because the thing is, a man can get it too, anywhere. Like in this day and age, don't think that you're that high and mighty that I can't go anywhere else and find it. You know, I will use the toy if I need be and do myself before I do you. You know, so oh Lord, but that's just the truth. So you know, let's take that humble approach and come off that pedestal. But women do rule the world. So my thing is, when you go with a man, I'm gonna tell you this. I told my lady this. I told my queen this. I tell my queen this. I told her, I said, when I first met you, I'm trying to tell you, I already knew I wanted to be with you. A lot of times, a man knows instantly. That's why there's two engagements and then there's a marriage. The first one, when you date, that's the interview stage. The first engagement is when that man or that woman says, hey, I want to take this to the next level, right? That's an engagement, right? The second engagement is, hey, we done did this for a term, and I don't see myself going anywhere else I want to make this thing permanent. That's an investment. That is another engagement saying, hey, let's pursue marriage. Let's do that. Let's do that for the rest of our life and build this kingdom together.
Come on, sir.
You know? So, just me, I say, a true man will know a man is not going to play with your time. Because one thing that I can say about men, they value time. Another thing that I like about men, because again, I'm not human, I just go by what I see. That a lot of things I see in women that is really something that needs to be debunked. It's a myth and it needs to be killed because I hate that women say this a lot. The submissive role. I hate that because
The what?
submissive. You know, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're married, they're like, nah, I'm not submitting to no man. I can't do this. I can't do that. Men, I would say, submit more than women. Men submit more than women. How is it that another man can make $10 million? This is on TikTok, so for reference, so anybody out there, this is on TikTok. There is a man. How is it that a man, an NBA player, makes $30 million a year? A coach can make only 10, and that $30 million man will submit to that man on how to play the game. And he's just sitting on the sideline saying, y'all do this, you do that, and you know, and then sure, I do it. Why? Men understand roles. Men understand it and don't have a problem. So it kills me when a woman said, I can't submit to a man, when men do the most submitting. Another myth that needs to be exposed, men like more romance than women do.
I believe that.
You know why?
I believe that.
It's been put on us. How many people right now was out on Valentine's Day and the man had a cover? Don't worry, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Won't me.
Take a drink to that.
You know what I'm saying? How many women? It's sad that a man will give more roses to a man will give more roses to a woman, but the first time a man will actually give roses is when he died.
Okay.
So men have to be just
so we have
that
to
more
give them
committed.
their flowers too.
But do that.
Yeah, you
You
have
know,
to.
that's the problem.
You have to appreciate the
on
man
average,
and show the man that you appreciate him. You know.
Well, this has been good, and we have a whole lot more questions to go. However, our show has come to an end. We might have to conclude this on another Saturday.
Yeah.
Hopefully you men will be able to come back and join us, because I believe that a lot of women need to understand what we act for the male perspective and what, you know, actually, let me just go here.
Can I say this before you?
Go ahead.
You ladies need to throw that Steve Harvey book away.
Oh, God.
Thank you. About time somebody said that. You know what I'm saying?
That book
I need to get
of
some tea. My tea.
Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man.
Yeah.
You ladies need to throw that book away and call Big G.
Okay,
Real
call
talk.
Big G.
We'll mess the host up over there.
I don't think none of the hosts got that book, so we are safe.
Absolutely. You know, that's the. I have not read that book. So, yeah.
I hadn't either.
Ooh, just look at the movie. Don't take no notes according to Big G. It's just a movie.
This love thing, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel your way through it.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta feel your way through it, and you ladies quit looking for the richest man.
Oh, God.
The richest man could be the most abusive man.
Ooh.
Find you somebody that's humble. Nothing wrong with money. Got to have money. Money makes the world go round. But quit chasing that money, honey.
Well, on that note, women, you heard it from Mr. Gary Wilson and Mr. Dominique Howard. It was not us this time. We were very quiet, sipping our tea.
Yes, absolutely.
But this was good
But
stuff.
I've learned something today.
Yes.
I learned something today.
And one thing I would like to say to the women in our viewing audience, one thing in hearing both men, it doesn't matter what stage of life you're in, what you have, what you don't have. You do need to know who you are. You need to know your worth. And you need to know your position. Because you will submit to someone or you'll fall for anything.
Woo.
And that is how soul ties are started. Because you fall for anything because you're not willing to submit. Because men submit too. And he is right. Men are more submissive than women. Because the Bible tells them they have to be careful on how they please the woman. Oh yeah, I'm going there. But anyway, we thank you for joining us on Soul Tie Saturdays. And we thank our guest,
Thank you
Mr.
so
Garrett.
much.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
coming.
much.
Mr. Dominique, thank you
so
for
much,
coming.
Dominique.
Oh Lord, I'm not sweating. I hope I'm sweating. I did good. Ooh, my makeup still intact. We will see you on next month with Soul Tie Saturday. Join us every fourth Saturday. Thank you all, and remember, we are breaking chains to restore lives. Hello, this is Carla Townsend with Soul Tie Saturdays, along with my co-host, Yvette Thomas.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
And this is the day
Yes. It's
for
here.
the gift card. We
Yes.
asked you back in September to like, share, and subscribe to our Facebook page and also Instagram and YouTube. And we have a winner. And Yvette, do you mind?
All right, Miss Cindy Sproles, you are the winner of our $100 gift card. Yay!
Yes.
Thank you
you.
so much for following the instructions. Hallelujah.
Yes, and you were following us on Instagram. We will reach out to you, and we will definitely get you that $100 Amazon gift card.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and if you love our show, please subscribe to Soul Tie Saturdays on YouTube, also Breaking Chains 9 on Instagram, and want you to do the same on our Facebook page.
Yes.
We love you. Looking forward to our next show next month for Saturday, Soul Tie Saturday.